Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Torch Shop, here with a new light from Lumintop called Thanos 23. Now, keeping with that Marvel theme which they like for their Thors, this thing is 27,000 lumens, 700 meters throw, tons of functionality. There's a lot going on with this light, so I'm going to dive straight into it and show you what I get in the pack, and then we can dive sort of straight into outputs and run times. Da-da-da-da. First of all, light comes in some nice Lumintop packaging there. You get your Thanos 23. Really cool light. Sort of running on the same body as a couple of their other torches at the moment, and it's not as bulky as older Coke can style torches. It's a bit skinnier I find, and really nice in the hand. Just a sort of fantastic sort of jimping on the handle here, or knurling on the handle. So it's tons of grip, some good heat sinks, some real solid heat sinks on the side. And then that head is just absolutely epic. A lot going on there. Before I jump more into the light, I'll just quickly show you what you get in the pack. So you get a USB-C to USB-A charging cable. You can charge at 4 amps, so really quick charge. Is running also on 3 21700 button top batteries are included with the torch. You get a sort of, see if we can get that in shot. Alright, that's a tripod sort of adapter for a lanyard or something like that. Doesn't come included with anything, and it doesn't come on the torch, but there's just a tripod mount on the other side of the switch there, and you can just, you can either put that in for a lanyard or just keep it sort of off and in the pack. Get a couple spare O-rings as well, pretty standard stuff. And you get your user manual. Now, Lumintop especially, check these out before you use your light, because there's a lot going on with the switch mechanism and a lot with the outputs, especially on a torch like this, because it can switch in between spotlight mode, flood mode, or a combo mode. So get to know that before you sort of play around with your light, and then you won't have any sort of dramas or trouble where you are. 3 21700 battery body. A lot to love about this sort of feeling and design of this light feel. So at the back as well, where you charge it, it's just a sort of a flat cap, can be removed, and then you get your charging input, and there's also a USB-A output as well. So all you have to do is click that button when you've got it sort of done up. That might not be showing it very good, but it's showing a 66% charge in the batteries, and if you plug something in or out, it'll show you sort of if it's charging or if it's discharging. So it's actually nice that you can cover that, because some torches, I don't like how they have it a constant display or something that's might be getting in the way of using your light in pure darkness and things like that. So it's nice that you can cover that. It will turn off if you do have it off, but yeah, it's nice that you can cover that, and it's sort of out of the way, from harm's way as well, from dust, and it's all nicely sealed. So like I mentioned before, this is a spotlight and floodlight, or a combo as well. So the spotlight LED it's running off is a Luminus SFT40 LED, and then surrounding that is 8 Cree XHP50.2 LEDs. So those chips are really popular in some nice smaller LED sort of EDC lights, but only one of them. This has 8, so it's super floody. They're nice shallow orange pure reflectors, but still all contained in themselves. So it is going to give you a nice bit of distance, but it does give you a really nice wall of light. It sort of feels like there's no area where it doesn't touch, which is what you want from a floodlight. You do want it sort of like, a nice wall of light, I suppose. And the LED, the SFT40, great chip, sort of de-domed, and just a nice smooth reflector in there, and you're getting some decent distance out of that. So it's rated sort of around that 700 meters, and I reckon it's really usable around that 300-400 meter mark. And you can either have it all on, or just flood, or just spot. Now, a way to know what your light is on before you're using it, which is kind of great, I didn't really realize this until I was using it, was that switch there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe it's not picking up too great. I'll try to get some B-roll of that anyway. But the little hair at the front of the on the button half of it, or the top half is green and the top half is blue. So if they're both on, then I've got my spot and floodlight on. If I triple click that, now I've only got the blue light on, which means I'm in spot mode. If I triple click that again, now I'm in only the green, which is our flood mode, which is, as you can see, flood mode there. And then if I triple click it again, now that is flood and spot. So probably can't tell that there, but yeah, it is a nice little indication of when you suddenly screw your light on or don't even have it on. You know exactly what sort of mode it's going to come on at, and yeah, there's no surprises there. So that's a nice little touch from that switching mechanism and Lumintop. So a lot to love with this light. It's coming in about 700 plus grams, so not a light torch by any means. Now that is with batteries included in that weight. Overall length, it's about 153 millimeters, 63 millimeters at the top here, and about 51 in the body. Very decent light, but it's not got a massive head on it or a massive body. There's not much of a change there. So I think that's a real positive about this light. It is IPX8 rated, so a little bit of waterproof and dustproof protection there. But yeah, definitely not a dive torch by any means. Sort of standard hard anodized feel, that matte finish, and yeah, it's just Lumintop do a good job of finishing their torches. I really like the feel. That knurling or sort of cutouts on the handle makes it quite grippy as well. A lot grippier than I thought it was going to be through photos, but yeah, that's not moving anywhere, and big enough sort of if you're wearing gloves or something like that. But let's dive into outputs and runtimes, because there is a lot to unpack there, and I'll do my best to sort of dive into it and yeah, give you a nice overview. Now, running this light in output sort of spot mode or flood mode or combo, I didn't see too much advantage if you were going to run it in the combo mode for myself. I found if I wanted to see a distance, I didn't really need to see anything in front of me. And again, if I wanted to see sort of everything in front of me, it's not like I really wanted to push out at a good bit of distance. So I found using this light at either one was more my preference, and it does a great job at that. But if you did want to see a little bit further with giving it a wall of light sort of in your immediate vicinity, then the combo mode is probably a good option. So spot mode, you've got a moonlight mode, which is 1 lumen. Go get tons of runtime out of that. Jump up to a low mode of 100 lumens in the spotlight, and then you drop up to a medium mode at 400 lumens from the spotlight. High is 1200 lumens, and then turbo is 1800 lumens. And that's where you're going to get your sort of 700 meters distance. You can also get a strobe, SOS or beacon function through this as well on either combo, flood or spotlight. That switch is just, you just need to hit it sort of a certain number of times, and that is all in the manual, and it'll show you how to cycle through all those modes as well. So this is sort of just a quick overview. Flood mode, again, 1 lumen on for moonlight mode, tons of runtime. And don't underestimate that moonlight mode. It doesn't come up on camera at all very well, but actually at night, if you're in a room or a tight space, that moonlight mode is almost more than enough light, especially out of a big light like this. Jump up to your low mode at 450 lumens, and now you're going to sort of start seeing in front of you, and yeah, it's going to start spreading that light. Medium mode is 800 lumens, and yeah, these medium and high modes are fantastic for this. I just found that it was just really even light output through that orange peel reflector and sort of those relatively sort of shallow Cree XHP50.2 chips. Then you jump up to high mode, which is 9000 lumens, so it's a pretty big jump there. And then you jump up to your turbo mode, which is 26,000 lumens, which is just a wall of light, sea of light, see everything in front of you, and yeah, really, really nice output. And then obviously your strobe and SOS and beacon, they're all at 9000 lumens to maximize that runtime. So obviously if you join them all together, you get 2 lumens for your moonlight mode, because sort of 1 lumen each, you can't really sort of change that. Low mode is 500 lumens. Then you jump up to 2000 lumens for your medium, and then highs 10,000 lumens, and then your turbos 27,000 lumens. So that's where you get your 27,000 lumens, but like I said before, I definitely used it more in like one setting or the other. I just found that was a lot more usable for myself. and then I didn't really need that combo mode. But if you're searching for that 27,000 lumens max output, then the combo mode's obviously where it's at. If you're after a really nice sort of handheld spotlight, floodlight, or sort of a combo, then Lumintop have sort of answered your prayers. Really great design, a lot of heat sink here, and overall really well thought out light. I didn't get much heat from it at all. It seemed to really hold its own. It's been relatively cold out, so I didn't expect it to get hot or warm by any means, but yeah, it didn't get even a slightest bit warm. So I think those run times will be able to be sort of met and without getting this light too hot. But yeah, 21700s, you can't beat it. You can change them out, which I really like. Externally charge them as well, or internally charge them. However you want to use this light, I think Lumintop sort of answered a lot of questions there, or put things in place so you can do sort of whatever you like with your light. But that's the Thanos 23 from Lumintop. Go check them out. I'll drop a link below to this light. You can check all their lights out, and yeah, they've got some really interesting, new, cool flashlights out on the market at the moment. Thanks for watching this one. Please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got new content coming out all the time. Go check out the Lumintop range. Really great lights. But thanks for watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.